abundance, for prosperity. I think we all understand that these last 5 years have been the falling away of our old reality, have been the crumbling of our ego, of ourself, down to the foundation of who we are, so that we may reprogram ourselves, reprogram our subconscious for abundance, for prosperity, for love. And you might be sitting there thinking, what do I do now? I understand that this world is not what I thought it was, but what now? Now is the time that we use those rose-colored glasses and the laws that we understand control this reality in order to build our absolutely highest timeline. I would start with what I know to be true. The algorithm of life works a lot like the algorithm of TikTok. And what we focus on is what comes into our reality. So choose your focus carefully. And what you are is what you attract. You can't just pretend to be all of love and light and attract love and light. At your core, your subconscious has to be programmed for love and light, for abundance, in order to attract that. Start with your focus, something that you control completely. Focus on what it is you want to bring into your reality. And then start taking steps to literally change your subconscious mind in order to be the magnet that pulls everything into your orbit. Never forget, you are more powerful than you could possibly imagine. You have everything you need to create your reality. Never forget that.
If you know that your world is a simulation, why are you reacting to anything negative that confronts you in your world? If you know that it's a simulation, you know that it's just a projection from inside of you being projected out, and it's a simulation. You are living in a simulation. Why are you reacting to negative things? Why does it matter? If you know that it's being created from within you, it's something that you did to create that. Are you forgetting that you live in a simulation? Are you understanding it maybe for a few minutes, and then as you carry on through your day, the three-dimensional world, you're forgetting, and then you're reacting to different things, and you're corresponding, and you're reaching out to people thinking that you're living in a solid reality when you're not? Is that what's happening? Because whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through is just it's a trial and tribulation that you've created within yourself before it was projected out. Like a mirror, okay? You smile at a mirror, what do you get back? You get a smile right back at you. If you give a dirty look to yourself in the mirror, what do you get back? A dirty look. And the mirror, as we know, is the simulation. It's just mirroring back to you what's going on inside of you. So why are you getting upset and reacting to the mirror that's in front of you when it's not doing what you want it to do? If you know that your world is a simulation,
I told you that there was a secret hidden organ in your brain that ancient civilizations believed was the key to higher consciousness. And what if I told you that that organ is secretly being suppressed? Now that I have your attention, let's talk about the pineal gland. Pineal gland is an organ located in the center of your brain, around the hypothalamus. It is responsible for spiritual experiences. It's also responsible for being able to tell the truth from fiction. If this organ becomes calcified or impaired in some way, you will not be able to see beyond what is being shown to you. So if you're watching something and somebody's talking, you're going to take everything that they say at face value without actually doing any higher thinking about it. And this is why the world is the way that it is today. Why everybody's walking around like a zombie, okay? There have been many things that certain groups of people on this planet have done to prevent you from awakening that. It's not a conspiracy theory, okay? If your pineal gland is impaired, you will not be able to have transcendental experiences. You will not be able to astral project. It'll be very, very difficult for you to meditate, quiet the mind, and many, many other things that come with that. There is an all-out assault to prevent you from opening that gland. When you repair it, when you heal it, okay, you'll notice that a higher level of consciousness starts to evolve in you. It starts to show itself. You start to do some really deep introspective thinking about yourself and the world. There are many, many, many different methods to healing it. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but do some research.
formula
simulation and there's rules to the game and you can hack them, and this is how you do it. If you don't believe in manifestation, I don't care. There's so much science and data and facts that point to this being true, but you don't want to learn that. You just want the results. So here's how you do it. Here's how you can prove to yourself it's true. Just do this. Do what I'm about to tell you for 30 days. If it doesn't work, don't believe it for the rest of your life. If it does work, you'll change the rest of your life. So write this down, save this video, either one, I don't care. There's 2 times a day that your brain is in a theta state, and that's when you can program your subconscious mind. Because your subconscious mind controls your conscious mind, and your conscious mind mixed with your feelings creates your vibration. The vibration puts out a certain frequency, and then through the quantum field, it uses frequencies to bring into your life that which you want to manifest. So first thing in the morning and last thing before you go to bed is when your brain is in a theta state. So it's the 2 most powerful times a day to do exactly what I'm going to tell you. Whatever you want to manifest, you want to write it in a present tense affirmation and be specific. Don't say, I am rich. Say, I am grateful I make $50,000 a month. Write it 3 times in the morning, 9 times before you go to bed. And if you're really serious, take a midday break and write it 6 times. So each time you want to write it, and then you want to read it internally, and then you want to read it out loud. And then after you write those, you want to visualize and feel what you want in its current state as a reality. Play it like a movie. Use all your senses. Feel it. How does it feel? How does it feel? Feeling is the secret. Here's how you choose what to manifest. Because you can only manifest certain things, believe it or not. The first thing is you have to believe that it could be true. If you don't believe that it could happen, you cannot manifest. Your doubt will get in the way. So do this. Make a list of 10 things that you want. By each one of those, number it 1 to 10 on you think the possibility of it becoming true is. Now go to the few that you wrote a high possibility on and pick the one that's the most exciting. You only want to manifest one thing at a time, okay? This is how you find the one thing. You have to believe it could be true and it has to excite you. And the reality is, whatever this thing is that you want to manifest, that will change everything in your life, okay? So you just focus on this one thing. Now that you know what to manifest, you also know how to manifest it. Do this for 30 days and your life will never be the same. If you want to dive into this deeper, like if you want to know the science behind it, or if you want an actual journal to write in 3 times a day to keep you accountable, this book, Project 369, will change your life for $22. You don't need it, but it's highly effective. And if it'll keep you accountable so you actually do it for 30 days, then it is what it is. So if you're going to do this for 30 days and you're interested in having this to help you out, I'll leave the link right here for you. We are innocent.
You're creating your own reality right now, and understand that you're living in a movie. You're living in a simulation that's all being directed by you. Whatever you fall asleep with, the last thought that you had last night actually changed your world today. And as you fall asleep tonight, depending on what that last thought is, that last feeling that you had is going to create your tomorrow, your next week, and next month. And this is very important to understand because your present concept of yourself is thinking either positive or negative, or thinking in lack or thinking in abundance. And you automatically fall asleep thinking certain things, feeling certain things naturally from the state that you're in. And what Neville Goddard was teaching is changing your concept of yourself to be someone that feels abundant, that is a multi-millionaire, that's driving their dream car, that's in their dream relationship, that's living in their dream house, that's traveling the world, living the life of their dreams, even though they're not yet. But they feel that they are. And then they take these thoughts and these feelings into the drift, into the sleep, okay? Into sleep. So there's a little area in between being unconscious and when you're conscious. There's this little tiny area in between that you call the drift, or it's called SATS. I like to call it the drift because whatever your primary feeling states are, or your dominant feeling states are of your concept of yourself and what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and how you can, whatever you consent to being true of your world, as you're drifting into this little drift area, that's what's taken into the subconscious mind, the generator, and then pushed into your simulation for tomorrow, next week, and next year. You're creating your own reality.
All right, listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you is huge. There are some incredible discoveries happening right now, but they haven't reached the public yet. These truths are about to shift everything we've been taught about our planet, and it's happening right now. You've probably heard about places like Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, and the Great Pyramid of Giza, but what you might not know is that there are other ancient sites all over the world that are coming online energetically. These places were built to channel and store energy, and guess what? They're waking up. Scientists have started detecting strange energy patterns around these sacred sites. It's like the Earth is waking up and activating these ancient power centers again. It's only a matter of time before new discoveries happen in places like Antarctica, the Amazon, and Greenland, places that have been hidden or forgotten. These sites are tied into a global energy grid, and when they come fully online, we'll be tapping into some of the most powerful energy on Earth. You've probably heard of the crystal skulls, these mysterious, perfectly carved skulls made of clear quartz. But what you haven't heard is that the new crystal skulls have been found deep in caves and in places like Guatemala, the Yucatan Peninsula, and these aren't like the ones we've seen before. These new skulls are even more perfectly made and have energy frequencies built into them. When aligned in the right way, these skulls can unlock ancient knowledge and even help us access higher levels of consciousness. These discoveries are still in the early stages, but when the public finds out about them, it's going to be huge. The crystal skulls are going to reveal knowledge that could change the future of humanity. Now, this is going to blow your mind. There's a lost city buried under the ice of Antarctica that could change everything we know about human history. Recent satellite images have shown structures beneath the ice, like pyramids and geometric shapes. These aren't just random formations. They're ancient cities, and they're much older than anything we've found before. If they dig down deep enough and uncover what's there, we could find out about a civilization that existed long before the ones we know. And this civilization might have had technology that could completely rewrite history and reveal who we are as a species. On the science side of things, there are some game-changing discoveries happening in quantum biology. Scientists are starting to realize that our cells aren't just physical. They operate like tiny quantum computers, exchanging information with the energy around them. What's even more mind-blowing is that these discoveries are showing us how our consciousness can actually affect our health and well-being at the quantum level. This means that we can heal ourselves at a much deeper level than we ever thought possible. These breakthroughs are going to change the way we think about our bodies and how we can take control of our health. Let's talk about UFOs for a second. We've all heard stories, right? But here's something they don't want you to know. There are classified files that reveal direct contact with extraterrestrial beings. These contacts didn't just start recently. They've been happening for decades. And the governments of the world have been keeping it quiet. But there's more. These beings didn't just come to Earth by chance. They've been here to help humanity evolve, and once we start to understand our own spiritual awakening, they will reveal themselves fully. We've been interacting with these extraterrestrial beings for much longer than we've been told, and soon the truth is going to be public knowledge. And here's where it gets even more interesting. We've heard about the ascended masters, the beings of light and wisdom who guide us, but what most people don't realize is that many of these masters are coming back. They're not just spirits anymore. They're going to appear in physical form. These beings are here to help us raise our consciousness and awaken to who we really are. They've been working behind the scenes, but soon their presence will become more obvious. It's part of the grand plan to help humanity evolve to a higher state of being. So here's the deal. There's so much happening right now that the public doesn't know about. From the ancient sites waking up, to the crystal skulls unlocking new knowledge, to the hidden city beneath Antarctica, we're on the brink of some of the most profound discoveries in human history. We're about to learn the truth about our origins, our connection to the cosmos, and the true potential of humanity. The energy is shifting, and it's only a matter of time before these truths come into light. Stay open, stay aware, and get ready, because we're about to experience a massive awakening. The truth is coming, and we're all part of it.